Hello everybody and welcome back to Bannerlord with yours truly, your first Spear Primus Pilots. We are back with Cassius Ovidius, our good old senator, and in the last episode we went to peace with the Sturgeons. We went for peace with the Sturgeons, and that gives us a little bit of time to rest and regroup, because we were badly bloodied and so were they, and also I couldn't fight on two fronts. I couldn't be at the Athma and Umbrella at the same time. It was just not doable, so that was what it was. Now, in this episode, we have a little bit of speed, which is great. Now, the garrison of Lycaron is pretty buffed out. So let's check real quick if there's maybe some good troops we can get out of here, take out of here, and train them up. So I wouldn't mind to have a couple more cataphracts and a couple more legionaries. Although that took us back to 5. Well, we're going to recruit on the way anyway, so that is alright. That is alright. Now, also, we should probably take a look at Lycaron. First things first, this episode has been recorded back-to-back with the last episode. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to upload them at the same day. That really depends on my schedule this week, but if I can, I will. And if I didn't, you already know that. So, now we should also probably do some more upgrading here. So maybe aqueducts, that would be good, more prosperity. And then maybe workshops would be good as well. And maybe fairgrounds. Something like this. And then just go for the militia grounds and the granary. So that you have something to do. Training fields would be good as well. Let's just plop that in there as well. So festivals and games, more loyalty. Or I think we'd rather have settlement prosperity. So let's do that. Alea is managing this stuff, so that will be fine. Now, what do we got? What on earth are we going to do this episode? Let me go over the plan. First of all, at the end of the episode, I have a couple of council votes for you guys. We need to talk about a couple of things. And those things might be relevant already, but I don't think they're that relevant. I think we're going to fill an episode with other stuff for now, but they will be relevant next episode. So let me take a sip of water here, because it's bloody warm. Oh. And honestly, the last episode was pretty intense for me. Like, I had to take a little bit of a break there. So, what are we going to do this episode? First things first, we're going to do some trading. We're going to move all the way from Lycaron to Poros to Sionica to Jomaris to Ortisia, all the way to Vlandian. There we go, to Vlandian territory. Wow, I forgot it. I just forgot it. Now, we have that is our trading quest, right? That's going to be trading. Next up is going to be workshops. Sargot, Karas, Yakulan, and Garland. I think maybe Pravent, because that is their capital, I believe. So I'd rather have another one in Pravent as well. We have a side quest though, because we have two vassals that I would like to convince to join us, and that will be Nikasor of the Conis, you. You're actually with the Western Empire now. So, you have been seen at Bergam. And then we have our friend Gifor, who has been seen near there. So that is going to be the side quest. We're going to try and get these... Oh, that's Bergam. Okay, we probably need to move up north then first. So let's go to Lycaron, let's go trade, because this is going to be a trade day. We're going to do some trading. I'll take that charger. Not taking the Sumter horses. Right, trading, finally. That has been a while as well. We're going to take all the wood. Keep hides under 50. And I don't think we're going to take anything else here. So, anything we need to sell? I don't think there's anything we need to sell. We could sell a little bit of fish. And we move. And while we move, we are going to pick up recruits. And this little time of peace, this little bit of peacetime is going to be very good for us. Because our vassals really need to start recruiting again, because we were like, we were badly bloodied. Okay, he's moving down. Oh, and also one thing I'd like to do, I want to make sure that our clans actually stay with us. So I think the Impestores should get Melion Castle. So let's make that happen. Just to make sure that they stay with us. We recruit here? Yeah, we did. What? Wait. Wait. I'm confused. I am very much confused. We're looking for Nikasor. Yeah, that's you. Feels good to finally have a little bit of peacetime. Feels good to finally not have to be everywhere at once. Probably in the army. He's not. Who's the leader? Milos. Vagos. Near Faisos today. Jamaris. He's moving down south. We'll track him down. Oh, we're losing a lot of money though. Don't like that. Just looking at speed at the moment. Keep it at a 4.8. Okay. Nikasor, what are you? Okay, you move through the tie. You're in an army. We're not going to wait for that army to disband, I think. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. Yeah, not doing that. Not gonna do that. Now let's see what the daily goal change is. And let me close these. Ooh. Vigor. And endurance. Cool. Yeah, the daily gold change is eating up a lot of money. Not really seeing a lot of trade opportunities, to be honest. Right, on we go. So that's grain, that's olives. Don't know what that is. Ooh, Faisos gained a level. Wow, yeah, look at the daily gold change. Damn it. Ugh. Let's keep flax under 10. Oh, that's easy. Price for velvet is very good. Tools at 81. Hides. Maybe keep that under 50 or at 50-ish. Wool under 30. Oh, capacity exceeded, right? That's it. Alrighty, so... Spice trader. Take the wine press. I do believe these are olives. Praven, Oxal. Praven and Oxal. Yeah, we should take those two. And then we'll move back through Karas. Okay, 1686. That is decent. I can live with that. Move to Praven. Take down these looters though. Ah, this feels like the good old days, doesn't it? We're not gonna level. This does feel like the good old days. Sturgeons have declared war in the Northern Empire. That's a lot of grain. The music is so good. I love this. Kept that under 30, I believe. Maybe 40, I don't know. Flax was cheap. I believe we kept that at 6. I should keep a log. But no, this is fine. I think this is good trading. Right. Tannery, yeah, that could be done. Maybe we should convert those things. We'll see. Because what's the yeah, the wine press is giving us plus 28. We might need to convert that. Let me know what you think about that. I don't really know how that works. I just know that we need to take resources from the nearby villages. That's fair. We should at least introduce ourselves. Well, this is one of the candidates for Faisos. We don't want to recruit. What's the price of grain here? Yeah, no. Tools may be cheap. Keep that under 80. Oil for 60. Ah, damn it, we need to offload that grain. Who on earth do we need to talk to here? Can we not get any workshops? Don't think that's an option then. Right, let's start moving down to Garland, I think. No, we'll go to Yakulan. No, we will go to Garland because we need 2 more workshops up. Let's check the change there. 3,000. We have a little bit of wiggle room, but we can't wiggle too much. Okay, Ragnvald of the Sturgeons is declaring war against the Botanians. They might be fighting on multiple fronts now. That could be very good. Okay, what do we buy? Nothing. Right, now we move to Yakulan. We still have Karas. Okay, these workshops are starting to get some money in. But we might need to change some of them up. Also, they're saying the level 1. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Does it mean we can get them to level 2? Probably. Probably. Oh, feels good to do a little bit of a trader episode. We're not recruiting. We are trading. Please tell me we can sell some grain here. Yes, we can. Good. We'll keep the fish. We'll buy some olives for ourselves. Grapes are fine. Butter is fine. Meat is fine. Get a bit more cheese. Get a bit more beer. We need beer. Ah, wow, that's expensive here. We're not buying beer here. Not buying beer here. Okay, that sounds good. Almost got trade up to 200. That is pretty cool. Okay, so a carpenter. Vintner. Okay, so that is the workshops in Vlandia done. And that is something that was on my to-do list for quite some time. So I'm really glad we got that out of the way. Let's start moving to Ortisia. We'll move through Sargot. Because now we have all the workshops done, right? Yeah, 7 out of 7. We're not leveling. Could have taken him prisoner because we're near Sargot anyway. Columbia gained a level, good. Daily gold change minus 680, that is good. Let's take a look at Columbia. Thought she gained a level. Why do we have wounded? Because we just fought the looters. Never mind. Sorry. That's not enough. Right, Ortisia. This is such a relaxing episode. Like, in contrast to the last one, this is so bloody relaxing. I love it. I mean, I also love the other, like, I love both of the styles, I guess. It's just, you know, when you're fighting too much, at some point it's just, ugh. It's just heavy. It's intense. It's very intense. And I like that. Don't get me wrong. I really do. But it's good to have a bit of a break. Like, it's good to have a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a Let's do some trading and find Gifor kind of break. And I think that's probably what this episode is going to be. So if that's not for you, I'm terribly sorry. But if it is, then good. Not really anything that I would like. So wait, let's check the... Well, we can't sell these anyway if we don't... yeah, okay. Right, Gifor. My old friend. My old friend. Ein Balik. Which is there. Also feels good to go back into Azerai territory. Now the Sturgeons are going way too fast. Should probably do something about that, but can't really do anything about it. Now I wonder if we have enough money for Gifor. Oil under 60? Let's do oil under 60. It's gonna be the new rule. Hardwood under 20. That's it, I think. Fish is kind of cheap. Fish at 10. And this, like, this little break that we have right now is also very, very, very good for our vassals. Because our vassals really needed a break. They have been getting the troops... Yeah, look at that. They're getting their troops up now. So that's good. That is very good. Gifor, my friend. Der Hawa. Which is where? There. Because our troops, or our vassals also need a little bit of time to rest and regroup. Because I was just pushing them to the limit there. I was pushing them to the limit, I think. With, you know, battle after battle after battle, it was like, geez. Ascar, okay. Which is where? Bloody Speedy Gonzales. That's a lot of looters. Oh, we forgot to ransom them. Damn it. We should do that. Remind me, please. Yeah, look at the amount of levels that we have here. We'll do that once we go to war again. So Gifor is an Ascar. Let's just keep checking that, because don't want to miss him. We're tracking this guy. I mean, we have been bullying him, and now we've tracked him all the way to the desert. It's like... my lord. Gifor, my friend. My friend. Look, we've been having this conversation for a long, long time. It's time, Gifor. It's time. That's the Dolentos. Look at that. That's the Dolentos. Plenty of 4, that's alright. We are going to give them a castle straight away, I think. And we'll give them Gao's castle. Just to make sure that they stay. Welcome home, Gifor. Welcome home. We don't have to go to Asgard, but I'm still going to do it. Oh, we actually received tribute there. Workshop building in Argoron has gained a level. That is good. That is very good. What's up? Ooh, charm. Renown gained from battles, or more effective forum, marketplace, arena, temple, festival effect. Okay. Increase loyalty per day while in the settlement. Plus 5% chance per day. No, I think we'll go for the renown. Well, I mean, I'd like the loyalty per day, but we're not really waiting in our own settlements. We're not really doing that a lot, so I think we're going to go for public speaker. Okay, we need to get rid of those prisoners. Daily gold change of minus 160. Okay, so that's looking better now. We're still paying a lot to the... Wow! It's just, we can't have... I'm not giving up that much speed. Wow, this settlement. Okay, we can sell some oil. Kept that over 60, I believe. Sell some wool. Sell a little bit of wood. Cheese is good. And that's it. I'd love to take some more grain with me. But we don't have much money anymore, so... We do need to keep an eye on that. Get rid of all this. Don't get rid of that. Get rid of this. And go to the tavern and get rid of these prisoners. Okay, 4.3. I'd like to pick up a couple of mules, maybe get to 4. Because they are just dirt cheap there. Okay, so how are we going to go back? We're kind of at the southern end of the map here. But I think we want to go this way. So we'll go to Iakis. We'll just go there in a beeline. Just make a straight line. Let's see how much the daily change is. Probably not good. Minus 5. Okay. Decent. Right, we made it. Good. I'm just going to sell the cheese, because that is just good. Oh, no. Hardwood. Okay, let's see. Clay for 12? Could see if we could do clay for 15. Need to start writing this down. 199 in trade. That is pretty cool. Right, next up is Razi. Wow. What happened? Sorry, this is the next one. And hopefully we can sell some stuff, because we can't... Oh, Ravarion the Scholar, finally. Hello, my friend. Good to have you back. Yes, finally. Fish at 10, right? Yeah, fish at 10. This gives us a little bit of headroom on the financial front. Clay at 15. A little bit of tools. Okay, flax for 8. Right, that gives us another day. They've taken Lagata. The Sturgeons have taken Lagata. Flax at 7 or 8, I believe. Sell all that. Sell the clay. We kept that under 20. And there we go. Trade is 200. Finally. Now what? Pottery, tools, cotton and jewelry, or food trade goods. We're gonna go for food here. Right, let's go to Hoshen Folk. Or maybe... 17k. Minus 2,000 for this day. It's not too bad. I'm not going to go around the mountain. I'm going to go straight here because I think... First of all, I think it's time to call it quits in a bit. It's a bit of a shorter episode, I know. But I wanted to do 2 today. Ah, good. The rebels in Lagata have risen against their lord. Very good. That is very good. Right, Vostrum. Just to make sure we don't pay too much. Fikaeon. Okay, so the rebels have risen up. So Lagata is now independent. We really need to start fighting the Sturgeons again. What was that? Oh, Salata won a tournament, so we probably got some money from that. So yeah, I think what we should do is declare war against the Sturgeons again. But should we do that now? We might want to. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, they've ended their mercenary contract, which is actually fine. Because we have more... what's it called? We have more vassals now. Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of all these. Not all of them, of course, but I'm going to get rid of some of this. Sell a bit of fish. Sell the salt. What do we buy, though? I will keep clay at 10-ish. Okay, let's level these so that they can start leveling again. We don't have to level the rest. We'll do the rest later once we declare war. Maybe before the first battle we'll level them or something. Alrighty. Okay, let's go back to Lycaron. Okay, so we have about 20k here. Okay, well, if you don't want to talk, you don't want to talk. That's some great bloody recruitment there. Now that is the problem, though. Do we recruit Rafart again? We might need him in a bit. I will. Come here. We might need him again. No tournament. Right. We are going to call it quits in a bit, but before we call it quits, I have a couple of questions to ask for you guys. First of all, marriage for Faisos. This is where we need to do a council vote, so I would like to know from you guys in the comment section what you think about this. Now, in the last couple of episodes, 3 candidates have come forward. Candidate number 1 is Fea, who we just encountered. Candidate number 2 is Coraine, who is, Coraine, who is the daughter of the Batanian king. And candidate number 3 is Nadea. So these are the 3 candidates that came forward, and I want to give you guys a choice between these 3 candidates. So let me know in the comment section who you wish to marry off Faisos to, because I think that would be a very good step, a very good next step. Now, second thing I would like you guys to vote about is execution laws on sturgeons. Because you guys in the comment section have been divided about this, and there's basically 3 things basically that we can do. Number 1 is we capture sturgeon lords, we do not execute them. Then there's number 2, we execute every bloody sturgeon lord that we can capture. So, no mercy for the sturgeons, basically sturgeon genocide. And then there's option number 3, we capture all the sturgeon lords, but we execute Ragnvad. That is basically what we have been talking about in the comment section, and the opinions and your votes and your voices have been divided on this. So let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and we shall listen to the council, right? We shall listen to the council. Right. Third thing, and this is basically a something I wish to propose right now. I would like to declare war against the sturgeons right now, as in now. I think we've had a. What the hell were you doing, Gifor? What was that? Are you flirting with me? Anywho, I would like to start fighting the sturgeons again at this very moment, because rebels have risen up in Lageta. I do believe that at the moment they are fighting. Let's check that. Let's just double and triple check that. So Sturgia, who are you fighting at the moment? You are fighting. Oh no! Oh, damn it! You are fighting at the moment Batania, the Northern Empire, and Lageta's rebels, and a couple of minor clans, which is fine. Now, since you're fighting Batania, you're also going to be busy fighting over here, I think. Although there is a bit of a border zone because of Seonon and Lageta at the moment. Because Lageta is rebel territory and Seonon is rebel territory as well. So I don't think the Batanians are doing much against them. But what I would like to do right now is start fighting the sturgeons so that we can get that bloody money situation under control. That's for 1. And 2, we have a lot more. We have a lot more clans now. We have a lot more people who are going to be able to get to our to ride for our defense. So that is something that is very good. Now, it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of them able to ride towards us, because a lot of them are under their party size limit. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Maybe you guys know why that is, but I don't know why that is. But we have a lot more vassals, which is good. Which is very good. So I'm kind of hoping that we stand a bit more of a chance. And that is also why I recruited these mercenaries, because we might need them. Because my guess is that they are going to attack soon. So, and then once we have war with the sturgeons, first things first, we are probably going to take... I'd like to take Ceratos Castle, but I don't really feel like it is worth it, let's say. So what I think I want to do is I want to take... Oh, that's... Shut up, timer. I think the first thing I want to do is actually ignore Faisos Castle, ride straight to Epicratea, or maybe have them make the first move. I think that is always the best thing to do. Have them make the first move and imprison or execute the lords that we capture from that, because they are probably going to ride out for Diathma, and I don't want to lose Diathma. If they were to ride out from Umbrella, so I think the best thing we can do is hole up in Argeron, maybe even, or maybe somewhere in the middle, and wait for their first attack, and then have an army ready and ride towards the defense of either Umbrella or Diathma. I want to skip Ceratos Castle. I don't think we should do anything at Ceratos Castle. I don't think we should. I don't think we should attack it at the moment. Let them run thin. And I don't think there's a lot of defenders in Ceratos Castle. Once we've taken a couple of their major cities, we can start thinking about. What's it called? We can start thinking about. My lord, where am I going with this thought? Jeez, it's so bloody warm in here as well. I don't know what I was going to say, but I would say take the major cities, as you guys already suggested. Like, you guys have been amazing on that. Take Epicratea, but wait for them to make the first move. So they should make the first move. We'll take Epicratea, then we'll move on to Omor, then hopefully take Varchek and Reveal. And then Omor is going to be the border zone and of Castle. So that basically means that this is going to be like the border. This river is going to be the border. You guys have also voiced that probably if we were to take so much territory from the Sturgeons, the Khuzait might swoop in and the Sturgeons might be fighting on two fronts. And this is also, by the way, with big thanks to you guys, one of the reasons that a couple of you have mentioned to marry off Faisos to Corraine here. Because that's her name, right? I believe that's her name. If I'm not pronouncing it correctly, I do apologize. Now, that would be the reason to marry off Faisos to Corraine over here, because that would give us a, let's say, some kind of alliance with the Batanians, leaving us less vulnerable on this front. And we aren't fighting at this front at the moment, but we should definitely hit the Sturgeons, take this peninsula over here. And if we have that, the only thing that I'm really worried about is that our lands are not consolidated at all. Like, not at all. I'd rather fight. I mean, if we were going to go for consolidation, I'd rather fight the Western Empire and the Southern Empire and consolidate this. But that is not going to be an option. Not right now. I do think we have to hit the Sturgeons again, especially since we are paying them quite a bit of money, aren't we? It seems like we're paying tribute to the Northern Empire as well. I mean, what are they going to do? We're not gonna pay 150 to the Northern Empire. They're not a threat at all. So, anywho, we're paying 2k to the Khuzait, we're paying 1760 to the Western Empire, we're paying 2230 to 2230 to the Southern Empire, 750 to the Azerai, and 3k to the Sturgeons. The Sturgeons are getting too powerful, though. But, now that I'm looking at this, we're paying 3,000 to the Sturgeons. We're paying, let's say, 2.5 to the Western Empire. I would not mind fighting the Western Empire or the Southern Empire, honestly. And I would even say that the Western Empire is going to be more convenient. Okay, this is also a good council vote. What do we do here? What are we going to do? We obviously can't stay here. Like, we obviously can't keep trading, because look at our money. We need to do something. We need to lower these. Like, we need to lower the expense. We need to lower the payments in tribute that we are making to the other factions. So we either declare war against the Sturgeons for 3k, we declare war against the Western or the Southern Empire for 2.5k-ish. And I'm actually debating Western Empire takes a Neopa. I am debating Western Empire. Okay, that was a lot of talking. I think the council... I think you guys know what to vote on. So 1, marriage. 2, execution. That is one thing we could say against the Sturgeons. If we were to fight the Sturgeons instead of the Western Empire, we could start executing them if you guys vote positive on the execution law. So, yeah. Okay, well, vote number 1, marriage. Vote number 2, execution. Vote number 3, war declaration. If you guys could let me know, every vote counts, so just give me your vote. Give me your vote. I want to know what you think. And if you can motivate your vote, do it as well, because I love reading what you guys think about this. So yeah, I think we've had a very quiet episode, honestly. I don't think we did a single battle. I think we had a very quiet episode. So I'd say we are going to call it quits here. Thank you very much for watching. I can't wait to read your reactions to the votes. And thank you very much. See you in the next one. Righty. Bye-bye.